You guys have something to say. Spit it out.
Maxie has some concerns. They're about things that may or may not be going on around here. She's having trouble expressing them.
Okay, well, when you figure out what you want to say, why don't you just let me know?
You're on drugs.
You're still taking them on drugs, Maxie. Didn't I tell you that the nurse gave me
You
those?
lied.
I cannot believe that we're having this conversation again.
Maxie's worried about you.
Well, her concern is as misguided as her guilt. That's what this is about, isn't it, Maxie? Right? You blame yourself for enabling Lucky. You blame yourself for Robin's death. You try and punish yourself by taking the blame for a crime that my brother committed. And then you try and save him by marrying him. And when then that backfires, you try and save me from a drug addiction that I don't have. Also, you can feel better about yourself.
Lulu, I think we should drop this item.
No. So what you're saying is Maxie dragged me all the way over here for nothing. And the drama queen found pills in your bathrobe, and they are completely legitimate, and they are not something that you could ever get hooked on.
The last thing that I'm going to tell you right now, it's the equivalent of an aspirin.
It's a lot stronger than an aspirin.
How do you know that? Huh? Did you get a pharmacy degree in the last hour?
We went online and looked up the drug code. It's a kind of amphetamine.
Why are you two a couple Nancy Drews? You know, Maxie, it's not enough that you moved into my house. You rifle through my possessions and continue to make false accusations.
I didn't mean
Now
to
you're
stay
getting into my
here.
private life and you're calling me a liar.
We're getting off the subject.
This is my house. I determine what this subject is.
She thought you were in trouble, and she cared enough to check out your story, which turned out to be a lie.
Who cares? It's none of your business.
No, it's not. So why didn't you just tell her that? Why did you claim you're taking acetaminophen when you're taking something that's completely different?
Okay, since you guys know everything, why don't you tell me what's Dynexin used for?
ADHD.
Right, congratulations, Lulu. Gold star for you. Now, do you know what would happen to my career if that got out?
No. But I know that you're taking a controlled substance that people use to get high.
Well, I don't.
Okay, you have ADHD. Then I apologize. Just show me some proof.
I don't show you anything.
No. But maybe you'll have to prove it to Monica Quartermain if Maxie and I go to her with our concerns. No, I'm not asking for his entire medical history. Just show me the prescription. You don't have one, do you?
No, I don't. You guys must be proud of yourself, huh? You uncovered my deep, dark secret.
I know who's being dramatic.
It's amusing to you, Maxie?
No, Patrick, I'm not amused. Okay, you're breaking my heart.
You guys are making me out to be some kind of junkie. I prescribe myself medication to help me get through the day because, in case you haven't noticed, the last 6 months of my life have been a living hell.
Yeah, we noticed.
Self-medicating isn't going to help anything.
Oh my God! You're gonna stand there and preach to me? Do either one of you know what it's like to bury a spouse? Do you hear the words say that your wife is burned beyond recognition? Every single day I get mail and the magazines with her name on them. Accounts that I have to close, passwords that I don't know, that I gotta try and think, what would Robin use here? Let alone messages from patients around the world that don't even know that she's dead.
Patrick,
Come on,
please.
just let us help you.
Oh. And then I gotta stand there and see people like you look at me the way you are right now, like I'm some kind of mess that needs cleaning up.
What you are is grieving.
Everybody's favorite word, right? Do you know what grief is? You don't know what it even means. To get up in the morning and put a smile on your face is physically impossible. So I take a little bit of drugs to help me get through the day. And guess what? They work. I'm fine.
So what if Emma takes him? Is that going to work for her?
What kind of father do you guys think I am?
Kind of leaves amphetamines in an unmarked bottle.
What if Emma gets into your pills?
It's not gonna happen.
Okay, fine. Say it doesn't. Say that you're able to continue taking the pills and Emma never gets her hands on them. There is a bigger way for her to be hurt by this. Look, I barely saw my father growing up because he was always busy. He was busy on the road or in the club, just like you can be busy at the hospital. And when he'd come home, he'd have a drink. That was his thing. Okay? It was a way for him to numb his reality. And you found a way to completely avoid dealing with reality altogether. If you avoid dealing with your pain, you cannot be the father that Emma needs. If you don't deal with this, she's not going to deal with it. And this detachment is going to prevent you from showing her that you love her and that you care about her and you support her. And I am telling you from personal experience, no matter how sorry you are later, and no matter how much you want to make up for it after the fact, the time is lost. And there's some stuff that's actually permanent damage.
Hey, just look at what happened with your own dad. When your mom died and Noah dove headfirst into the bottle. Trashed his career, lost your respect, and almost lost your love. And think about how bad he hurt you. It's the same way you'd be hurting Emma, and you just have to stop this right now, Patrick.
Just playing dirty.
Patrick, you have a choice. You stop taking the pills, and this is all over. Or you keep taking them, and it gets worse.
Look, we know you're not an addict or anything, but
Patrick, there's a better chance of you becoming one if you continue to take this stuff unsupervised. And you don't have the luxury of messing around with your brain when you're responsible for a little girl.
Okay. Now what?
Getting rid of him would be a start.
yeah, we know you have that bottle in your robe. Do you have any others?
I'll go get it. Put this behind us,
I
right?
think you need to talk to a doctor.
I don't need
Look,
professional
we
help.
know that doctors don't like to be patients, but you have to do this
Look,
for Emma.
if a doctor thinks you need medication, he'll write you a prescription and he'll make sure that you're taking it properly.
God, you just like...
Does that sound reasonable?
Everybody just expects me to be okay. Well, I didn't know there was a time limit on grieving.
There's not.
Look, take all the time you need, okay? No one's gonna judge you for it.
Really?
Look, we just want to make sure that you don't make yourself sick in some other way.
This is all.
Great. All we have to do is make an appointment with Dr. Keenan.
It's late. I'll call him in the morning.
Sounds good to me. I think we've made a lot of progress tonight.
All right, well, if you two angels of mercy don't mind, I'm gonna get some sleep.
Thank you so much, Lulu. I couldn't have done this without you. What?
We just have to be realistic. People don't get over dependency.
Look, I know, okay? I haven't forgotten what we've gone through with Lucky. Some of which I know is my fault. But I think with Patrick, it's different. You know, we caught it in time, and I just think as long as we stay on top of it, everything's gonna be fine.